the road. Woo! Burned! Anyways, no, I've been working with this man all week long. Let's give a big hand now for Doug Mortenson. How about it?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Joey Scazola. Give it to him one more time, ladies and gentlemen. What an act. I gotta follow this guy. Can you believe that? Well, Joey asked it once. I'm gonna ask it again. How is everybody doing this evening? Good? I'm really happy to see you people come out and support us comics tonight, us starving comics. I'm from Scottsdale. I've lived there for a couple years now. I'm originally from South Dakota, from the upper Midwest. And I don't know if you're familiar with South Dakota or not. It's a nice state. You know, it's rural. We're a small state. We rank 45th in population, but we're 17th in size. We're a big state, small population. We would be 50th in size, but the Iowans think that we're a direction. They think South Dakota's a direction, so they keep the scales kind of tipped up there. But it's a great place to be from. I grew up there, and you probably won't believe this, but South Dakota, for men anyway, men are outnumbered 2 to 1 up there by sheep. It's true, you know. Whenever I tell anybody I'm from South Dakota, generally the first thing they say is, oh, South Dakota. That's the place where men are men and sheep run scared. I want to set something straight right now, though, okay? Sheep do not run scared. They're just plain hard to get. Now, chickens, they run scared. I'll tell you that. I just thought I'd set that a little bit straight. We have a population of about 700,000 people, which means you could fit them all into Phoenix. I think Phoenix is around 1 million or something like that. So you can see we got a teeny-weeny little population. We certainly do. And Mount Rushmore's in South Dakota. I don't know if you know that or not. Many people been to Mount Rushmore in here at all? All right, a couple people been to Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore, you know, for the rest of you people, that's the place where former presidents go to get stoned. I don't know if you know that or not. Of course, now they can go to the White House, too, I understand. So, we've got different options, too, so you don't have to go to South Dakota. No, but South Dakota is an easy state to get through. If you want to go to Mount Rushmore, and I suggest that you do, it's easy traveling. You only have to remember 3 signs in South Dakota. Passing, no passing, and last one through opens or closes the gate. It's the only thing you got to remember about it. You'll get there. The unfortunate part about traveling through South Dakota is that we don't have any rest stops, rest areas at all. You know, we're a poor farming state, you know, we don't need that stuff. But it's not all bad. I mean, every 10 or 12 miles or so, there's a roll of toilet paper on the fence post. So if you really feel the urge to go, you can go ahead and use that. The only thing that we do ask, however, is that you use what we call squatter's etiquette. And that is, when you're through with the toilet paper, move it 2 or 3 fence posts down. That's just so the rest of us don't get wet feet, you know, when everything's through. Yeah. But we are a lovely state. Honest, we are. So how many people watched the last episode of Cheers the other night, huh? Did ya? Oh, boy, that depresses me. I'll tell you, I am so sick and tired of watching or hearing about the end of Cheers. For the last 3 months, what did you see when you went into supermarkets? The Cheers cast. They're all over everything, from TV Guide to Soldier of Fortune magazine. These people are just, the show won't die. And I understand they had a long-run series. I mean, who here can remember their very first TV show, their very first pilot? You remember seeing it? I mean, I've seen the reruns of it, but I didn't see the original pilot at all. It was the one where George Burns came into the bar, and they carded him. Yeah? Took his fake ID away from him. That's a long time ago. This show has been around for some time, I guess. In fact, you know, if you look at Sam when he's on camera and off camera, what a difference. I mean, the guy's got white hair when they're interviewing him off camera, you know, so that ought to tell you something. Boy. But I understand NBC wanted to keep him around for another year. They came up with a whole bunch of new scripts and everything, you know, things like Alzheimer's, tummy tucks, you know, facelifts, that type of thing, but I guess the cast didn't want to go on with that. And they thought they could get June Allison to play the waitress, you know, the Depends lady. You know, they figured they could work her into the cast somehow, you know. She could start off early in the year, you know, her and Sammy aren't getting along very well, but by the end of the year, Sammy could be changing her diaper and stuff like that, and be getting along just fine, you know. Yeah. So, anybody get a $250 haircut lately? Huh? Go to your local airport. You bet. They've got haircuts there. What the heck is going on? I mean, I thought this was supposed to be a blue-collar president, okay? But I guess I was wrong. I mean, these new Democrats are starting to look like old Republicans to me. I don't get it, you know? And who's he trying to impress with a $250 haircut? The clerk at McDonald's? Excuse me. What's he going to do? Oh, Mr. President, you look so nice. And it just makes me quiver to think that you, or my tax contributions are going to, you know, make you look so good today, sir. I don't know. I tell you something, though. I couldn't tell any difference between his hair at all when he went on the plane and came off. Of course, maybe that's the whole deal. Maybe it's called a Bill Clinton haircut, you know. You promise to cut the thing, but you end up just hoping it doesn't grow near as fast for a couple of years. I don't know. And of course, what is the deal? Would somebody tell me what this national health care thing is? I mean, we hear a lot of talk and everything about it, but, you know, I'm a little bit leery of this thing. We're talking about national health care, but what they mean to say is federal health care. Federal? These are the people that gave us the $5,000 wrench, the $20,000 toilet seat, and the $30 million toilet and the shuttle that doesn't work? Now let me ask you something. What do you think your chances of getting a free tongue depressor are, huh? You think they're real good? I don't think so. And of course, Hillary says there's not going to be a middle-class tax cut to fund this health care plan, or a middle-class tax increase to fund a health care deal. Excuse me, but, you know, this is a no-brainer here. Her husband eliminated the middle class. Of course there isn't going to be a tax increase for it. They don't exist anymore. We're either rich or we're not, you know, one or the other. Oh, I don't know. Well, at least Slick Willie says that he's more interested in domestic affairs, and I like that. I mean, I like American women myself, you know, I just prefer that. Yep, he's in trouble with the environmentalists now. They claim that if he doesn't get an environmental program out soon, they're going to start calling him Oil Slick. You know, you would think that these people would have a little better effect, the environmentalists. I mean, they'd get more done if they'd stop worrying quite so much about the greenhouse effect and started worrying a little more about the White House effect, don't you think? I mean, everybody that claims to be a, you know, an environmental president, as soon as they get in the White House, they go, hey, I kind of like the environment around here. Yeah, we'll put that thing back in the back burner for a little while. Yeah. Yep. And what the heck are they teaching our kids in schools today about the environment? You know, I asked my nephew the other day about the ozone. You know what he told me? He told me it was an X-rated film he saw in health class. I said, no. I mean the thin protective layer around the earth. And he goes, oh, you mean a condom? No. I just don't think they're quite getting it there. No. And of course the Exxon people, you know, the people that were responsible for the big spill, they tell us now that they've got a new oil tanker that's double-hulled. So, you know, they're not going to be expecting to have any more nasty spills anymore. Well, I don't quite understand this. Would somebody explain this to me? I mean, how does a double-hulled tanker prevent the captain from drinking anyway? You know, do they put the bottles in between the chambers there or hang them outside so it's harder to get? I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a wonderful audience. Thank you. That's my time.